Good day, my name is Grace J. Esriam Bonanza. The topic that I assigned for me to discuss is Chapter 11, which is the Sharia Court and Justice System of Cultural Minorities. Sharia Court, it is a special court for Muslim. Based on my research, it is Islamic law that is partially implemented by the legal system of Philippines, and it is applicable only to Muslim. Before we get started, uh, there's a lesson outcome. At the end of the lesson, the student should be able to first know the cases covered in Sharia court, and second, know the justice system of cultural minorities. Sharia courts, the Presidential Decree number 1083, or known as Code of Muslim Personal Laws of the Philippines. It is created specifically for administration and enforcement of the Code of Muslim laws as part of judicial system. The Sharia court, it is uh it is created specifically for the administration and enforcement of the Code of Muslim laws. It is part of judicial system. Next is the Philippine Sharia courts has two courts, which are the Sharia district courts and Sharia circuit courts. So let's define these two courts. Sharia district courts is presided by one judge. The Sharia circuit courts shall be established as follows. The first Sharia district shall comprise the province of Sulu. In this province of Sulu, there are 6 courts. Second, a Sharia district shall comprise the province of Tawi-Tawi. In the province of Tawi-Tawi, there are there are there are 8 courts. Third, the Sharia district shall comprise the province of Basilan, Zamboanga del Norte, Zamboanga del Sur, and cities of Dipolog, Pagadian, and Zamboanga. All these provinces has 10 courts. Next, the fourth. Sharia district shall comprise the province of Lanao del Norte and Lanao del Sur, and the cities of Iligan and Marawi. All these provinces have 12 courts. And the fifth is the Sharia district shall comprise the provinces of Maguindanao, North Cotabato, and Sultan Kudarat, and the city of Cotabato. All these provinces has 15 courts. Next is Sharia district has all exclusive regional over cases involving custody, guardianship, legitimacy, paternity, and filiation. It is involving disposition, distribution, and settlement of the state of deceased Muslims, probate of wills, issuance of letters of administration, or appointment of administration or executors regardless for nature of aggregate value of the property. The petitions of the declarations of absence and death of the cancellation or corrections of entries in the Muslim registries mentioned in Title 5 of Book 2 of this code. Action arising from the customary contract in which the parties are Muslims, if they have not specified which law shall cover the relations, and petitions of mandamus provision, injunction, certiorari, habeas corpus, and all other auxiliary writs and process in aid of its appellate jurisdiction. Next is the Sharia Circuit Court shall have exclusive original jurisdiction over the first. All cases involving offenses defined and punished all, and second is all civil actions and proceeding between parties who are Muslims or have been married in accordance with Article 13 involving disputes relating to marriage, divorce, recognitions under this code, betrothal or breach of contract to marry, customary dower, disposition and distributions of property upon divorce, maintenance and support, and consolatory gifts, and restitutions of marital rights. The Agama Arbitration Council, the Sharia District Court or the Sharia Circuit Court may, in appropriate cases that constitutes an Agama Arbitration Council cases that be heard by Agama Arbitration Council. Kani na mga mo siya ang mga cases na ma-heard sa Agama Arbitration Council, like na first is divorce by talak, which means it is divorce that it is initiated by the husband with a single deputations of his wife during of non-menstrual period within which he has with the carnal relations with her. And next is the tafwid. It is a husband that is delegated to the wife the right to initiate a divorce of the time of celebrations of the marriage of the after. Next is the subsequent marriages. It is kasunod na kasal. Yeah. Then lastly is the offense against customary law. It is to protect the right of indigenous people, cultural communities, that ancestral, to ensure this economic, social, and cultural well-being. Yes. And Indigenous Justice System Republic Act number 8731 are also known as the Indigenous People Rights Act of 1997. This law provides the right of the indigenous cultural community or indigenous cultural community or indigenous people to use their own commonly accepted justice systems. And next is this is the rights of the indigenous people. They have the rights to ancestral domains, rights to self-governance and empowerment, social justice and human rights, and lastly, the cultural integrity. And this is the NCIP, the National Commission on Indigenous People. It is created to carry out the policies which shall also serve as the primary government agency responsible for the formulation and implementations of the policies, plans, and programs to promote and protect the rights and well-being of the ICs, IPs, and their recognition of their ancestral domains, as well as their rights, as well as their beliefs, customs, traditions, and institutions. So, kanang NCIP is gihimo ni siya to make their policies of the the indigenous people. Yeah. The NCIP, they have the NCIP, they have the following powers, jurisdiction, and function. The NCIP have the power to decide all appeals from the decisions and act of all various offices within the commission to promulgate the necessary rules and regulations for the implementations of this act, to exercise such other power and functions as may be directed by the President of the Republic of the Philippines. And lastly, to represent the Philippine IPs in all international conference and conventions dealing with indigenous people and other related concerns of all indigenous people. And that's all my discussions all about. That's all. Thank you. Bye.